Yo, what's up, guys? What's up, guys? How you guys doing? What's up? What's up? So yeah, today I will start another new save, I should say, in F1 Manager 2024. I want to create a team where basically I drive, well, not drive, but where I manage the Nissan F1 team. Of course, Nissan was never in Formula One or anything like that. It's a fantasy team, but I like the idea. We will be using Renault engines because I'm pretty sure that Nissan and Renault do collaborations, or they are kind of partners in like technical stuff. So yeah, we'll go with Renault engines. I already set everything up. Like I set up the driver lineup, the team lineup, and I will have a really bad car. Like that's the option that I picked. I want to have a really bad car. We are going to be the slowest, but you know we will have a lot of money though. If I remember correctly, I picked the most money that you can have, which is like 40 million. I think that's the starter that you can have. So yeah, we will have a bad car, but uh, at least we will have a lot of money, so we can do some decent amount of upgrades, which I will start doing that right away. So let me just start up the game. And where is it? Oh, there it is. There it is. So yeah, let me just start up the game, and then I will get to do some upgrades for the car because we do need them. Like I think we are going to be maybe like, I don't know, 6 tenths, 5 tenths away from the next car, which is going to be either Alpine or Sauber. We do this. Yes, please. Well, let me just modify a few things. Okay. Let me swap over to the game screen. So yeah, this is the mod that I have. As you can see in the background, it has like the Nissan livery, Nissan helmet, driver suit, suit for the team members and everything. Like it even has the logo and all of it. So it's a fantastic mod. If you want to download it, it's in the description of the stream. If you're interested in this Nissan mod. So let me do this one. And yeah, this is the lineup: Stoffel, Vandor, and Ryo Hirakawa. I didn't want to get like someone who's already driving for a team like Bottas or something like that, because but we do have a decent amount of experience with this driver lineup. I mean, Van Dorn did drive in F1 for 2 seasons. He was also a test driver or a reserve driver for McLaren. He did drive for McLaren for 2 seasons in 2017 and 2018. He did make his debut in Formula One in 2016, I think, when Alonso crashed at the season opener. He had that really big crash, and Van Dorn replaced him for the Bahrain Grand Prix. So he's an experienced driver. After he left F1, I think he was still with McLaren for a bit, but for now he's the Aston Martin turned driver. I believe he's the 3rd driver for Aston Martin, if I remember correctly. But yeah, he's going to be our experienced driver. And then we have Ryo Hirakawa, who is affiliated with Toyota, not with Nissan, but I couldn't really find any other driver who was, was a Japanese driver and affiliated with Nissan, because Nissan doesn't really do anything else outside Japan, like they are mostly famous for the Super GT category. So yeah, I have these two drivers. So I said the car is going to be bad. That's what I selected. Inbox Thursday, okay. But yeah, we have a livery for the Nissan team, and it's really nice. I might as well get to this one. Let me show it. This is how the car looks like. You can have like two different versions of it. You can have one that you have right now, that I have right now, the white one, and the other one is like a silver or a gray-ish color, replacing the white, of course. And it also features the driver suit, as you can see. It's actual brands like Bosch, Komatsu, Yokohama, and stuff like that. So it's a really nice looking car, but of course we will not change anything about the car livery. I mean, we can't even change that if I remember correctly. But yeah, let me develop something underfloor. I mean, might as well use up all of my... No, not all of it. But a lot of it. Let's use half of it. Like, something like that. Maybe. Yeah. Okay. Next, balanced. Yeah, like that. Of course, it's not going to be ready for the Bahrain Grand Prix, but doesn't really matter. Put 6 engineers. Normal. Yeah, rushed. Why not? We have a decent amount of cash, so And we can also go for maybe chassis or side pods. Chassis, why not? Use up everything that we have for the chassis. It's like a bigger upgrade. Because the next development period will be in 15 days anyway, so Yeah. Let's go for that one. Engineer is 4. Rushed. Yes, please. Confirm. Okay. We can go to the sponsor negotiation. Of course, the team members, like the drivers, will be upset about the part, because it's going to be bad. Like, as you can see, we are really bad. Except for the tire preservation and the engine cooling, it's alright, Sponsors. Now we don't want to go for high performance because we are going to be at the back of the grid, so... And... Okay, like that. And let me just, if I can, I think I can, remove the fake sponsors. They don't show up yet, okay. So yeah, it's kind of like a bug, I guess, that you can't remove the fake sponsors from the suit immediately, Like that Roca energy drink or whatever that is. You just cannot remove it. Because they don't show up here, but that's alright. We will remove it later. Yeah, let's go for that one. That one. And do we have a driver? Oh yeah, we also have Sato, not the OG Takuma Sato, you know, he's a different driver. He's the affiliate driver for us. Like, I think I changed the season objective from 6th to 10th with the database editor, you know, so I don't know why it's still showing 6th or above. Because I highly doubt that we will make that work, you know, but obviously the pre-season testing did not go well. Race targets, yeah, 21st. 21st for both drivers.
F1 is back, ladies and gentlemen, and the grid is set to grow.
Yep. New season and the new team. Just like how it is today, you know, with Cadillac.
But change is afoot. The paddock has grown, the grid extended. Yes, that's right. 11 teams, 22 drivers, and the hottest competition motorsport has to offer.
Like, I was actually thinking about either doing the Nissan or Porsche.
What will happen this weekend?
But I ended up going for Nissan because, you know, I think it's a cool idea. And as I mentioned before, we are using the Renault engines, since Nissan and Renault are, you know, kind of affiliates to each other. They do work together, not in Formula 1, but, you know, on other, I think on road cars, if I remember correctly. Untested, let's go for more, 25 laps maybe. Driving options, yeah, we don't need to drive. Yeah, usage. Yeah, I'm trying to conserve, you know, the parts. I don't want my drivers to push the car too hard. Okay. Go to practice one. Management session, why not?
Green.
Okay, the session has started. I mean, we can send out Van Dorn. Let's send him out first. And then we can send out the other driver, Hirakawa. Szia, Ákos. Nissan-nal tolom. Van egy ilyen fasza mod hozzá, aztán az van most rátéve a játékra. Nissan Forma 1-es csapat. But yeah, we'll try to conserve, you know, the car. There is no reason to push. We will just, you know, begin to push as much as we can on qualifying. But obviously we will not make it out. I would be surprised if we manage to out-qualify anyone before our first race, you know. Like, sometimes the text is buggy, I just noticed, you know. Like, it doesn't say which driver is leaving the pits, at least on the first race. So I did some testing and it's like this on the first race for some reason, but it's one of the Ferraris, I think. It's going to the Ferrari. Okay, it's Behrman. Which is, you know, nice because Behrman did drive for Ferrari this season in 2024. He made one start for them at the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, I believe. But now he's, doing one practice session for the team. But we have Ovard, I think that's going to be Pat Ovard. We have Bortoleto. Right? Yeah, Gabriel Bortoleto, who is of course driving for Audi this season. Oh, who is this? Kacper Stuka. He's driving one of the Red Bull cars in place of... Yeah, it's like a... I don't know where he races, like in Formula 2 or Formula 3, I don't know. Who do we... Oh, we have Colapinto. And... Luke Browning. In the Williams car, which is kind of stupid, that it's the season opener and they are already putting in reserve drivers for the first practice session, it's kind of silly, I guess. We have Purcher in the Sauber. And that's it for reserve drivers. Yeah, no one else. Again, as a my team mode. We got one of the Ferraris that's going to be Bearman. Right? No, it's actually Leclerc overtaking us. Of course, we are not really pushing, so, it's fine. It doesn't really matter. Managed to overtake Van Dorn, who sets a 140, 440. And then Hirakawa, who was really slow. Almost 7.5 tenths slower than Van Dorn. That's not good, but we will just speed up time until the drivers are doing the practice session.
On the cold side.
So we, get more info about the car and the setup as well. Yeah, the others are a lot faster. Bearman and Stuka are a lot faster than us. Although they are kind of in a traffic. Yeah, one of the Toro Rossos are, ahead of them. We are not last for now. We are ahead of Colapinto and Gasly. Well, only Colapinto now. But I guess the others will... Yeah, the others will eventually be ahead of us, Browning, Hülkenberg. All of them are in quicker cars. Well, Hülkenberg is actually behind us for now.
Any feedback on balance?
The drivability was very poor.
No,
Copy.
doesn't sound good.
Temperatures are looking okay.
Unfortunately. But so far, the times are, are alright when you compare the two drivers. They are very close to each other. Like, of course, the times are getting quicker because the track is improving.
We are too cold on the front.
I want to conserve the tires as much as I can, because I want to use them in the second practice if we can.
Feedback, please.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Copy, copy.
Yeah, we are getting quicker and quicker. Yeah, the track temperature is dropping now. A bit.
Weave as much as you can, keep tires in temperature.
Yeah, we are not pushing. I don't care if the tires are not in temperature. We need to conserve them as much as we can. Okay, they finished the program. Both of them are going to be returning to the pits. And then we can have a look at the setup. Which is going to be bad as usual, you know. Like the game most of the time doesn't find a great setup for the driver. Like it's so fucking stupid. Like why do I have the engineers for? If they cannot find a setup for the driver.
Hit limiter on and stop in front of the garage.
Stop on the mark.
Okay, Van Dorn is back. I mean, it's not very good, but we can always change that. Traction. Maybe like this. Let's put some fuel. 15 laps, why not? Yeah. 4 minutes. So we can go out, but you know the session will end before we can conclude the program. No. Okay. Oh, that's not good. Revert, yes. Oh. We are so far from the... Oh, that's not good. Yeah, okay, let's go for this. And then also let's put 15 laps of fuel. Speed up time until they actually finish reconfiguring. I mean, changing the setup. can do some laps and check out how the car is functioning. Send out, please. Send out. It must be, you know, it should be a lot better than what it was before, but not going to be perfect.
Keep working on tires.
Yeah. And Hülkenberg eventually did a good lap. Yeah, we are kind of far from Zhou even. But we are trying, you know. Just a few more minutes left. But we are getting some nice data, you know, so hopefully the setup works better. Like it should work better. It should work better. We can go on some onboard footage. Maybe like the... Oh yeah, it also has the really cool helmet, you know. For the drivers. And the session ended, and Van Dorn is fighting. Is it Van Dorn? Yeah, it is Van Dorn fighting one of the Aston Martins. It looks like... is it going to be... Alonso? Nope. It is Stroll. What is he? Yeah, it is indeed Stroll. Of course, that Aston Martin is a lot better than our car, so, you know, it's not really a fair fight, but it's just practice, so, you know, doesn't matter. We're getting some nice data, though. Oh, the car. Are we going to improve, maybe? No. Okay. I mean, the tires are kind of worn out, 50-something%, so, you know. 21 and 22nd, Rio Hirakawa and Stoffel Van Dorn. We are kind of far from Zhou, but expected. And set of satisfaction. Okay, we can't see it because we modified it during the session. Results. Behrman finishes P4 during the practice, Bortoleto P5 and Stuka P6. Go to practice too, yeah. Actually, let me make sure that our drivers are, you know, not pushing too hard. Although I think we have to give these tires back, right? No, we have to give the this hard tire back though. Okay, so we cannot use it.
Green light now.
Okay, green light, let's go. Oh, one of the Saubers are leaving. I think that's going to be Zhou, maybe? No, it's actually Bottas. Hirakawa out. No, that's not what I wanted. Send out, please. And now Van Dorn is also going to depart the pit. Yeah, the Haas car ended up slowing down a bit. Accelerate time so we can get, you know, more data. Yeah, we are like 7 or 8 tenths away from Gasly. I think Alpine is the slowest team of the realistic teams, you know. It's not going to be easy, that's for sure. We most likely end up finishing in last place.
How was the balance now?
Generally quite okay.
Okay, at least
Understood.
Van Dorn is happy with the setup. What about Hirakawa? Like, he didn't say it yet. You have to like collect these 5 conversations, I guess you can say, between the engineer and the driver.
Keep me updated on balance.
Okay. He also managed to improve Hirakawa's setup, so that's really good. That is really good. Looking good. Van Dorn. Both of the drivers are actually doing a lot, kind of quicker than what they were before, you know. Like, we are not last so far. Alonso, Magnussen, Sargent, all of them have slower lap times than us. And of course the track is improving. And it's getting colder. Ricardo P6. Kind of in the front. Hülkenberg, Bottas P9. Yeah, the track is getting better and better. It seems like the car does better if the track is cold, you know. It does seem like that's the case. Yeah, like up to P18 now with Hirakawa. Like both Hirakawa and Van Dorn are experienced drivers. Okay, they finished the program. But of course Hirakawa did not drive in Formula 1. This is an official Formula 1, you know, like as a full season driver. He might have tested a Formula 1 car. Maybe with McLaren. I think he's a McLaren affiliate driver. But he's driving in the World Endurance Championship for Toyota. But as I said, I couldn't find a driver who was in the game and was a affiliate for Nissan.
We will stop on the mark.
Pit limiter on. Stump in front of the garage.
Reconfigure. Okay. I don't want to change this setup. I do not want to change this setup. I do not want to change this setup. Great, optimal, great, good. Yeah. Although should I try? No, I will move everything. No, yeah, I will not do that. No. We will just, I don't know, send them out for another 20 laps or something on the same tire. Yeah. Cancel, actually. Okay, 20 laps. Confirm. We will just put some fuel in the cars and then go out again. Not good. Not good. Like, it's better than what it was, but... Ay, ay, ay. No. Oh, okay. Almost there. Okay. Okay. Let's see if this is better. But we do need to improve this setup. It's only 67%. 20 laps, yeah. Going to take a bit longer. But, you know, going to take a few minutes until the setup is changed. Let's send out Hirakawa. Just want to wait until... it doesn't really matter, to be honest. It's just practice. I don't know if we can get like a penalty for impending during the practice session. Although I don't think they hand out penalties for that.
So just work on tires here.
I think they just hand out like warnings. And if you get like 3 warnings, then you get a penalty. Albon ended up spinning. Oh, right on the exit. He just spun. He just ended up spinning. But thankfully no crash, so the session is not red flagged or anything like that. We can just continue with our project. Yeah, Van Dorn is still in the pit. Finally, the setup was changed and sent him out. We can also get some track time, or more track time. Hopefully that setup is going to be alright, you know, like I don't know. Like it was kind of bad, it's only 67%. But you know, the lap time is actually better than Hirakawa's lap time, so it's not that bad. Situation isn't that bad. And we are decently ahead of Gasly, so... But we are really far from Zhou, like... over half a second away from Zhou. God damn. I don't know if we can complete the program. Only 5 minutes left. Okay, we got one more of this thing. 4 out of 5. Yeah.
Any feedback?
Session ended, or going to end in a few seconds. Hirakawa is behind. Not Gasly, but Ocon. Ocon is P16, not bad.
Check reflect.
We got one of the Red Bulls behind. Is it Verstappen? Yeah, it is indeed Verstappen. Van Dorn will end the the session. Going to be, yep, checkered flag. And session concluded. Okay, let's see how the setup fared. Okay, 90%. I think that's good. I don't want to touch it anymore. I don't want to touch the setup anymore. Continue practice 3. Run plan. Plenty laps, yeah. Compounds. No, I want the softs. I don't want to use up my medium tire. Yeah, usage. Let me do it like this. Yeah. Okay. So far we are looking good. Driver preparation 81%. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I will not touch this. It's alright. It's all right. What about this? Yeah. This just simulate the session. I don't care. I hope it didn't use the last medium set, you know?
Bahrain's track is dusty and abrasive, and even under the floodlights, qualifying is tough on soft tires. Teams will need to use their tire allocations wisely.
Yeah.
So as we head into this qualifying
We got to see Norris.
Lando's going to be feeling.
They were looking pretty sharp in practice and setting good lap times, so they're probably feeling fairly confident now. But a good practice time doesn't always guarantee a strong qualifying outcome.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay with us as we see who can deliver on motorsport's biggest stage.
Skip. And let's see. How did the last practice went? Okay, the game did not ignore that I said the... Okay. Soft tires, P20 and P21. We were ahead of Bottas, but he was using the medium tires, although we were not pushing at all, so, you know. Maybe did make, I mean, the setup got better a bit. 91% for Van Dorn and 89% for Hirakawa. Okay. Continue. Yes, please. Run plan, yeah. Start qualifying, manage session.
Green light.
I mean, we will wait a bit. One of the Haas cars are leaving, Magnussen. Departing the pits. Anyone else? Oh, Ocon. Ocon as well. I think I will send out my drivers now. Yeah. Just want to wait until Ocon, you know, leaves. Send out Van Dorn, please. And then Hirakawa. The track rubber is high and the grip as well, very high. Like, I would be surprised if we manage to avoid qualifying last, but maybe it will happen, we will see.
Brakes and tires, yeah?
Hopefully we won't be held up by anyone. Gasly left, unfortunately, the pits. Oh, we might end up being held up by Gasly. Although he's kind of far, maybe we will catch him on this straight. That would be good. It would be perfect if that was the case. Or maybe he would move aside here. Okay, nice, perfect. At least for Van Dorn, you know, it won't be a problem. But for Hirakawa, he might be. There is Hirakawa pushing, of course. And Gasly, we did not catch him on the straight. I think that was alright. I don't think he was held up. Let's see, Van Dorn is about to finish his lap. And can we beat Magnussen? Oh, holy shit. Over 1.5 seconds away, but Hirakawa was a lot quicker.
You following Delta?
So he's a lot closer. I mean, of course, Van Dorn is the more experienced driver. As he did 2 seasons in Formula 1. And tested for McLaren, he tested for Aston Martin. And I think he also tested for Mercedes. So, you know, he's a rather experienced driver at this point in 2024. And now we will just return to the pits. But yeah, so far Hirakawa is doing well. Maybe Van Dorn was held up by Gasly somehow. I don't know. Maybe the AI ended up slowing down. Even though he was not impending anyone, you know. Yeah, they will return to the pits and then we have to put some more fuel in that car. In those cars. Because like I don't want to put on a new set of options because it's kind of pointless, you know. So, you know. I will go out again, but on the old tires, relapse. Okay, Bottas is behind Hirakawa. So we might actually avoid qualifying last. What's up, Kino? How are you doing? What's up, what's up? How are you doing, Kino? What's up? Yeah, Hirakawa did a really good lap. Although I will wait, I will definitely wait until the track improves a bit. Maybe like the last 5 minutes or something like that. Yeah, everyone else behind will set a faster lap time. Leclerc, Sainz and Verstappen. They kind of left it late. Verstappen is on a... Is he pushing? Yeah, he's indeed pushing. Verstappen with the fastest first sector. But he might be impeded by the McLaren. Yeah, maybe he was held up. Oh, well, it didn't really matter because he sets the best time. Less than a tenth ahead of Leclerc. We will still wait a bit until the track improves a bit. I'm also doing fine. Just playing some F1 Manager. You know, with the Nissan mode for the game. That is a nice mode. If you want to try it out, the link is in the description. It adds the Nissan theme to the game. And I have the Renault engine. Who is my favorite drivers? Well, if I would have to say a favorite driver, then it would be... Like, if I would have to say a favorite driver, then it's going to be drivers like Stefan Bellof, you know, or Rolf Stommelen. Like, they used to drive in Formula 1 back in the 70s and 80s. Well, Rolf Stommelen drove in Formula 1 in the early 70s. Meanwhile, Stefan Bellof drove in Formula 1 in the mid-20s. I mean, mid-80s. But both of them died long time ago. Both of them died during races. Not in Formula 1, but in other categories. But yeah, if I have to say drivers who are my favorite, then, you know, Rolf Stommelen, Stefan Bellof, and Helmut Marko as well. Like, he was a very good driver. Although he did drive in Formula 1 as well, but he was a really good endurance driver. Like, he won the 24 Hours of Le Mans in 1970 with Porsche. Or was it 1971? Somewhere like that. Yeah, either 1970 or 71. But yeah, Helmut Marko was also a really good driver. They also set a record during that. They did the most covered the most distance at Le Mans, as they, you know, ended up winning. Send out Van Dorn. We will also send out Irakawa. Is he going to be... Okay, he's going to be ahead of whatever that is. Okay, that's a Mercedes. And who is your favorite driver? Because I personally prefer, you know, these older times when it comes to Formula 1, you know. Not just Formula 1, but all of these different races, you know, like Le Mans and stuff like that. Like, the drivers back then used to be rock stars, you know, basically. Like, this racing stuff used to be really dangerous decades ago, but they improved it a lot. Like, Helmut Marko even raced at the shit, what is it called? It was a race in Italy on I forgot the name of it. He drove in Alfa Romeo during that race. It was one of the most dangerous races in the world at that time. I forgot the name, unfortunately, of that race. But he drove there in 1972, I think. He drove a Alfa Romeo.
And tires are looking nice. Charge off and push.
Oh, you have a lot of favorite drivers. I mean, pretty much all of them are pretty good drivers, you know. Like Gasly, Tsunoda, Lawson, Piastri. Except maybe Stroll, like, he's kind of inconsistent. He sometimes has a really good race, but sometimes he just... I don't know, he's very inconsistent when it comes to, you know, performance. Sometimes he has a really good race. And sometimes he just has a really stupid crash or does something very stupid. I'm hoping that we won't be held up because there are 2 cars ahead on a cooldown lap, I believe. Or maybe they are on a out lap, although they are not weaving, so... is he improving? Yeah, he did. Van Dorn is improving, which is good. Please move out of the way, please, please, please. Okay, they are moving. Brilliant. Oh, okay. That was fantastic. Hirakawa is not improving, that's unfortunate. But Van Dorn is improving. Let's see if he can... he improved, but still last. Unfortunate. Is he far off the pace, or...
This is in lap.
Okay.
What about Hirakawa? Yeah. Okay, he also finished his lap. Neither of them managed to beat anyone. But, you know, we are not that far from Bottas, to be honest. And Zhou. And Ocon and Gasly as well. Yeah, Stroll is kind of a strange pick. Because he's a very disliked driver on the grid. Like, usually people dislike him because he's... I mean, you know, his father ended up buying an entire Formula 1 team for him. And it's kind of obvious that he doesn't want to be there, you know? Like, he doesn't want to drive in Formula 1, but his father wants him to be there, you know? It's kind of strange. Especially this year, like, this year's Aston Martin car is just... It's the worst, you know? It's so bad. Even Cadillac is beating them. Has to be the... Yeah, it is indeed the worst Aston Martin. Because before this car, the first one was the 2021 Aston Martin, the first Aston Martin. That was kind of bad. But now this year's car is the worst. But I guess Williams is also, you know, doing bad. Especially when you compare it to last year. Last season, when they even got podiums. Or maybe only one podium, I don't remember, but they got a podium at least. And yeah, unfortunately we did not make it out of Q2, but... You know, I was expecting this because we have a really bad car, but we were not that far from, you know, Bottas and the others, so... Hopefully we can get out of Q2 sometimes in the future, but, you know, we will see. Who is on pole? Of course, Verstappen on pole. Head of Sainz and Perez. Norris, Leclerc, Hamilton, Alonso, Piastri, Hülkenberg and Tsunoda are the top 10. Yeah, it's a shame that they let Yuki go, you know.
Time for 57 laps around the Bahrain International Circuit.
Like, don't get me wrong, Hajar is doing good, but at the same time, Yuki is also a decent driver.
Surging ahead from being last on the opening lap.
The Bahrain
Like, I remember that last year there was some, you know, rumors that Yuki might end up going to Aston Martin for 2026, but thankfully that did not happen because, bro, that Aston Martin is really fucking bad. But yeah, like, Tsunoda is a really good driver. Like, he also is also kind of inconsistent sometimes. But I think he did finish P4 in Bahrain in his first season, right? Or was that... No. Was that Gasly? Or maybe both of them. Like Tsunoda made his debut in 2020. And then... I think he finished 4th place. Or was it P5? I don't know. But that's for sure that Gasly finished P4 during the Toro Rosso times in 2018. During his first full season. Continue. Soft and medium. Yeah, we can go for this strategy. We might as well underfuel a bit. And yeah. Because we can do that. The Renault engine is kind of good. When it comes to, you know, fuel consumption. So we can underfuel the car, still make it to the end. Yeah, like this year's Alpine is doing a lot better than last year. With the new Mercedes engine. It's definitely, you know, they have a decent package. And you know, Gasly is also one of those drivers who just simply... He gets overlooked by other drivers, unfortunately. Like, unless Alpine becomes a top team, I don't know if Gasly will ever get a chance at, you know, at like Ferrari or Mercedes or a top team, you know. Yeah, I did see the Oli crash. That was crazy. Like, it's insane how quickly he was catching up to Colapinto because of the engine clipping. It's ridiculous. They need to do something about that. They need to do something about that. Because literally there was no way for Behrman to avoid that accident. Like, he couldn't do anything. He was catching up so quickly to Colapinto. It was very scary. And I don't think this was a problem in Formula 1 ever, you know. This engine clipping stuff. Yeah, let's start the race. Actually, let me... Let's... is it going to be... No. 53. 53, yeah. Like this. Like, I hope they do something with this. I mean, the engine rules, because this is so fucking weird, you know. Like, it's actually like Mario Kart, you know. Like, you use the power up and then you get ahead, and then, you know, you can't do anything because the other driver has a better battery charge, so you get overtaken again. Like, it's so weird. Like, I know that other racing series, like in the World Endurance Championship, they do something like this, you know, with this battery stuff. That you have to manage it and shit. But it's just not good. Yeah, like, it happened because of the engine clipping. Like, when you... Even though the driver is pushing the throttle completely in, like he's flooring the car, the revs and the speed of the car is decreasing, because this kind of engine, once it runs out of the battery, it actually outputs less horsepower than the Formula 2 cars. Like, it's so underpowered, the V6 engine. It has less horsepower than the Formula 2 engines. It's insane how slow these cars are once they run out of battery. Yeah, like, I don't think there is going to be a race in April because of, you know, Bahrain and Saudi Arabia was cancelled because of the war. manage session, yes, of course. Which is a shame because, you know, but it's kind of like a retro thing. Because a long time ago, there used to be only like 15 and 16 races per season, you know. And today we have like, I don't know what, 24, 25 in a season.
So let's see what today has in store, shall we?
But until like the mid or late 2000s,
22 cars on the
we
grid,
used to have like 16 races only.
and it's lights out, and away we go.
Let's swap to the onboard camera a bit. Hirakawa made up 2 positions, that's surprising. Oh, he lost it to Gasly. Will he manage to re-overtake him? Ah, Gasly pulls away, okay. Gasly managed to pull away. Yeah, that like this year's, I mean the 2024 Alpine car is it was very bad. Well, actually, only at the start of the season. Like I remember that the car was very overweight. Like they had like 10-15 kilograms of excess weight on the chassis. Because they failed the crash test and they had to modify the chassis, and the chassis ended up being overweight by like 10 kilograms. But they actually fixed the car by the end of the season. Like they had a double podium in Brazil in 2024 with, I don't know, Gasly finishing second and Ocon third or something like that. Well, yeah, we are falling behind, unfortunately.
DRS enabled.
Yeah, Van Dorn is behind Hirakawa. Oh, I hope that they don't crash into each other. That would be the worst case scenario. But Van Dorn will pull off this move, I think. Is he going to... Oh. Okay, he did not. But he will attack again. Oh, your birthday is near Oli and Yuki. Is that why you picked them as like favorites? Because they are like close to your birthday. Yeah, we are falling behind, which is a shame but expected. We have the worst car, so it doesn't matter that we have decent, you know, setup for the cars. We are still going to be last. So let's see what's going on at the front. Sainz takes the lead from Verstappen. Then we have Perez and Norris fighting for P3. Can Norris make the move? No, he will stay behind. For now, at least. Gasly P20, right behind Bottas. Ah, okay. For a second I was like, you picked them as like favorite drivers because you know, their birthdays are close to yours. Oh, you started to be a fan of Yuki and Pierre in 2025. I mean, Gasly did have a really good season in 2025, you know. Like, that car was really bad, but he did his best to actually, you know, try to... I mean, he gained like 22 points in 2025. He was the only Alpine driver who scored points last year. Okay, we are still behind. We are closed in a bit. With Hirakawa and Van Dorn. And have you been watching Formula 1 for a long time, or are you just, you know, a recent fan of the series? Like, I personally have been watching Formula 1 for a long time. Although I don't remember it that much, you know, from like the early 2000s, you know. Like, when I was a kid, I used to watch it. I was watching it at the time when Schumacher was driving for Ferrari, you know. He, you know, ended up winning all the time, so... we should cool the tires a bit with Van Dorn.
Protect the rear. Okay,
Because they're overheating. Because we are in traffic. I mean, Gasly and Bottas are battling, so that's helpful. And the others are not that far ahead. You know, Sargent, Zhou, Ocon, Albon. They are not that far ahead. Although maybe we should just, you know, just stay behind them instead of try to get ahead, because it's such a long DRS train, so... I mean, we could move ahead of Gasly because he's not in range to Sargent for the DRS. Oh, you don't watch the races. Okay, okay. I see, I see. But yeah, like as I said, I personally have been watching Formula 1 for a long time. Like, it used to be so different, you know, in like the 2000s. Like, for an example, in those times, you know, in 2000s, you could use up to 8 engines per weekend. And now you can only use 4 engines per season. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how efficient those engines are, you know. And Formula 1 just changed so much. you know, some things are better, you know, like they weren't really active on social media until like 2016, 2017. That's when they started to be more active on, you know, Instagram and YouTube. Like they actually did these quizzes with the drivers, you know, stuff like that. I think that was the first season when they did it in 2016. So that's of course better for the people who watch it, you know, because you can get to know the drivers a bit better instead of having to like watch a interview or something. You just watch him answer questions about himself and shit like that, like in a more I don't know, entertaining form, you know. Like there was this quiz about the past of what do you call it, like the past of Formula 1, you know. And Vettel ended up answering so many questions about Formula 1. Like he named almost every Formula 1 champion. Like he knows a lot of stuff about it, about the sport, you know. But it was very impressive. And some things are worse, unfortunately.
Same management as before was good. Same management.
In my opinion, like some things are better, some things are worse. Like for an example, Formula 1 became like very elitist, you know. Like you can no longer enter Formula 1 as a competitor or as a team owner if you're a private team, you know. Like they just make sure that you sell out. They just make sure that you sell out to a larger company. Like we did see this with Andretti. They did not let Andretti in until they sold the project to Cadillac. So yeah, that's kind of worse, because back in like a long time ago, not that long ago to be honest, like in the mid 2010s, you could enter Formula 1 as a private team or as a privateer. Like even though if your car was not good, you were still allowed to enter and compete. Like we had teams like, you know, Marussia or Caterham, HRT, you know. Like these were very slow teams. They had bad cars, but they were allowed to be entered. Like we also had, you know, Jordan, which was a private team. Williams also used to be a private team, but well, it belongs to a corporation now, so you know.
Try to keep the tires cool.
Oh yeah, the Grosjean crash was. I mean, the Grosjean crash was a lot worse, to be honest. Like he almost died. Like it's been so long since a crash like that happened in Formula 1, because these cars are super safe.
Let us know on tires.
I mean, we could try to get ahead. Deploy. Try to overtake.
Overtake available.
Okay, copy.
It's actually surprising that Grosjean survived that accident, you know, like he somehow managed to climb out of the car, even though his feet was stuck. Oh, come on.
Bottas has DRS.
Can he pull it off? Come on, Van Dorn. No. We will try again.
Keep focus, everything can happen. Keep focus.
And did we make it? Yes, we did. Fantastic. So we will go back to neutral for a bit.
Come on. In
front of you is Gasly.
Try to pick up a bit more pace.
And we will try to overtake Gasly. And then we will try to do the same with Hirakawa, although he's kind of far. But he's still in the ARS range, so that's good. Oh, can we get him? Oh, almost. Yeah, like the Halo was a really good addition. Like, of course, people didn't really like it when it happened, you know.
Need more liftoff.
Because it was very weird, you know, like never... There was never a device like that in Formula 1.
Overtake available.
Oh, come on. Come on, come on. Hirakawa, also deploy, please. Okay, easy. Easy, easy, easy. Balanced.
No liftoff needed.
And
forwards.
Hirakawa makes the move as well on Bottas. Brilliant.
Good job.
Neutral, please. Okay. Yeah, like I don't remember the exact injuries he got, like the exact degree of burns that he got from it, but yeah, it was crazy that he survived the accident, you know. Like the car just exploded. It was so weird to see, you know. It was so weird to see. Which is, you know, kind of... Which was very surprising, you know, because... These fuel tanks in these cars are designed to, you know, not to explode when there is a rupture or something happens to it. Okay, Hirakawa, deploy please. So we can overtake Gasly. Like, crashes like that used to happen a lot in Formula 1, you know? Like, a lot of drivers used to die. Back in, like, the 80s, 70s.
Sergeant is in front.
And we have to use a bit of a battery to defend, unfortunately, if we can. Never mind. Okay, we couldn't overtake Gasly with Hirakawa, unfortunately. But yeah, like Formula 1 used to be very dangerous. I mean, it still is, but it's a lot safer than what it was in the 80s, 70s. Oh, can Hirakawa pull it off? No, he cannot. But not just Formula 1, like other racing series as well used to be very dangerous. Like the cars were made out of, you know, aluminium and very light alloys. Let's see if you can overtake Gasly. Oh, can we pull the move off before we... That would be nice. Please do it. Oh,
Yeah, man, no stress.
come on. It was so close. But I think we will get him. Does he have DRS? No. So why are we not... Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on. Deploy. Yeah, keep deploying. Like, Honda actually made a
1.4.
really dangerous car in, like, the late 60s, I believe. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, why was there yellow flag? Magnussen ran wide
Here's the
on
replay.
7.
Here we are down at turn 7.
He's running P14.
That's,
Oh,
no, that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
quite what
And
they
he lost one
wanted.
position.
And they might want to take a look at the floor of the car there because that won't do it any good.
Oh, did he get damage? No, it doesn't see. Yeah, it did not get damage, but that's alright. He's not really our competitor. Somehow we would need to get in the DRS range of the others. With Van Dorn. Like, I don't want to use the battery too much. But Gasly is still a danger to us. Yeah, I think he's still in the DRS. Yeah, he was in the DRS zone. Okay, Van Dorn. You see, yep, DRS is opening. Nice. Hero cover. Okay, I don't think he will be attacked by Gasly. I mean, he did close, but unfortunately we kind of left hero cover behind. And he cannot use the DRS on Van Dorn anymore. So what about the tires of the others? Okay, Gasly used his tires a bit more. The same goes for Bottas. And the others are also a bit, you know, especially Magnussen. Although he ran wide, maybe that's the reason why his tires are 46%. I don't know if we can break out the DRS zone of Gasly. Oh yeah, he's very close. So maybe he was charging the battery. That can be... Yeah, I think he's going to get us into turn 1. Let's deploy.
Overtake button.
Oh, come on, Hirakawa. Come on. We got DRS. Let's deploy. Well, actually, we do not have DRS. So, neutral. We just try to stick with him. I guess that's why Gasly was slower. Because he was recharging the battery. So he's going to catch up to Van Dorn as well. Like a lap or two. I don't know if we can move past Zhou. Because he's getting DRS from Sargent. But we will try into turn 1. Use some of the battery.
Feedback on tires. Our tires.
Let's see.
Use deploy as much as you can.
Yep, deploy, deploy, deploy. Yeah, I don't think we can make the move. Or can we? No. Yeah. We are stuck behind. Oh, actually, around the outside. Nice, 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 nice. And now we can get maybe Sargent with DRS and deploy.
Has DRS behind.
Ah, come on, it was not. Okay. It was not meant to be. But that was not bad. It was not bad. From Van Dorn. Hirakawa, yeah, he's already out of the DRS zone of Gasly, unfortunately. That's a shame. But we are not last, so, you know. Well, can we get Sergeant? Yep, nice. I wouldn't mind some clean air because the engine is overheating.
Good job, quit doing it.
But maybe if we can get Magnussen. Deploy, please.
Lift off, save fuel. Overtake button.
I think we can get him, yeah. Yeah.
You ready?
Nice. Okay, of course we also entered the pit window
Nice one. Ocon
with
is in
our
front.
drivers. Let's go for
Ocon
balanced.
2.2 in front.
Neutral.
No saving.
Just want to make sure that we do not overheat the engine. Bottas is in the pits. Oh! He has...
And it's
Oh!
been a slow pit
Holy
stop.
shit, that was a very long pit. That was a very long pit stop. Yeah. Holy shit.
What was that?
Look at the amount of time he's losing with that. God damn. He lost so much with that. Holy shit. Yeah, I think Magnussen was outside the DRS detection range. Yep, it is the case, which is good. Fastest lap for Norris in the McLaren. Hirakawa, over 2 seconds away from Gasly. Is the track temperature getting higher? I don't know. Kind of seemed like it. Because we are in clean air with Van Dorn. But... we are overheating the tires. Russell in the pits, or he's exiting the pits. Of course, he's not our opponent. Is he? No, he's not. What is he talking about? Well, actually now, Sargent is indeed in DRS range. I guess he's using the battery. Okay, the tire temperature is coming down, that's good. Yeah, Sargent will use the battery and the DRS as well. So we might have to use some battery as well on the long straight. Because he will attack, yeah, he will definitely attack. Hirakawa, even further away from Gasly. We can save, conserve. Deploy, please. Try to defend that position from Sargent, but he will get us.
Use overtake button.
I mean, that Williams car is so quick on a straight line. That was usually the thing with Williams. Since like 2014. They were really good in a straight line. They were very fast. And yeah, Sergeant gets us.
And you're doing a good job on tires.
And yeah, he has DRS as well, so we cannot attack.
Do your best, I know it's difficult.
Unless he makes a dive bomb. No. Okay. Let's conserve some fuel. Because we are under fueled, so we do need to keep an eye on that. Oh yeah, okay. So optimal pit stop lap.
Yeah, copy.
For Van Dorn. Yeah, let's do that. Another soft, yeah. As we planned. And then we will put on a set of mediums for the last stint. Confirm. He's running P14.
Box.
Of course, other drivers are pitting, you know, Tsunoda. Oh. Did Ocon have a slow pit stop, maybe? Confirm.
Box.
No, maybe I just, you know, as I swapped to him, it was kind of appeared to be slow. Oh, Hirakawa is battling Tsunoda, but he won't overtake him. Actually, let me go aggressive a bit on the last lap on these tires. Damn, Bottas is really far. Like, he had such a bad pit stop, it was insane. That shit was like, I don't know. He lost like 15 or 20 seconds with that pit stop. Oh, Hirakawa is going to be attacked by Hülkenberg, who is on fresh mediums. Of course, these two cars are not in competition against each other. That Haas car is a lot better than ours, so hopefully nothing will go wrong for the drivers during the pit stops. I don't want to lose time. Sargent is also pitting, so we can... Well, actually no. Unless he has a slow pit stop, I don't think we can jump him. Oh yeah, we could not jump him. Unfortunate, but Hirakawa is also pitting. Okay. It was an alright stop, you know, like no issues. Yellow flag. Oh. Bro, don't tell me there is a crash right after I pitted.
We've got a yellow flag.
Are you kidding me?
Okay, so heading into turn 1 here.
Sergeant? Oh, Sergeant crashes into...
And you can see how the cars come together.
Okay. He went through one of the Alpine cars. And then he crashed into someone else on the left.
The crew in the garage could do nothing but watch on.
Oh, you are back, Kino. What's up? So yeah, like...
Incident here. Kevin Magnussen, it looks like.
Was it Magnussen that he crashed in? Yeah, it was. Magnussen and Sargent. No, actually. No, one of my drivers. Bro. Do we have damage? Yeah, we do. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, yeah. Like, right after we boxed. Major front wing damage. Right after we... Yeah. Right after, yeah, we have to pit. We have to pit. What a joke. Don't change tires though. Yeah, do not change tires. What a fucking joke.
You're looking strong out there, mate.
Such a nice job from Sergeant, who, of course, he doesn't have any damage.
Box, box.
And Magnussen is... Wait, did we get... No, Magnussen got penalized, right? Yeah. Yeah, he got the time penalty. 5 seconds. Ah, man. This has to be... Bro, this is so annoying. Right after I pitted for new tires, look at my front wing. Look at this shit. I mean, we have to pit because we are going to lose a lot of time if we don't. But we don't have to change tires at least. For a second I was like, maybe I can profit of this, you know, crash or something. But it was one of my cars that was involved, unfortunately. Yeah. Even Bottas is ahead of us now. Amazing. Wait, is something else damaged as well? Like the... What is damaged? The chassis. Fantastic.
Bottas in front.
Fantastic, dude. Fantastic. And Van Dorn was the driver who was running ahead in like P18, P17. And now we are going to finish last with him. Hirakawa. Yeah, Bottas is pushing him. Pick one F1 car and driver for an edit.
Temperatures are coming good.
Pick one F1 car. Like, I can't pick something old because the footage doesn't really exist of those cars. For an edit, you know. Of course, Bottas overtook Hirakawa. Maybe the 20... Maybe the 2010 HRT. That was one of the worst F1 cars ever. And for driver... like, should it be someone from the current grid? Or can it be anyone? Because, like, if it can be anyone, then I would pick Helmut Marko. Russell, fastest lap. Oh, he's battling with Perez for P6. I mean, we can try to stay in DRS range, but... Current grid. Maybe... I mean, if I pick Verstappen, that's so... You know, there's so many Verstappen edits. The same goes for Alonso, Hamilton, Leclerc. Maybe like a... Alexander Albon edit? Maybe? Oh, Magnussen is pitting. They had to wait 5 seconds to do the pit stop.
I know. Charge on, charge on.
like for the car, I mean, hold on, I will actually like pause. I will tab out of the game for a second. And then do this. I will swap over to the other screen for a second. So the screen is black for you guys, but let me fix it. Is it? Okay, okay. Why is it not? Okay, there we go. So yeah, this is the car that I meant. The HRT, the 2010 F1 HRT car. This was one of the new teams in 2010, and this car was actually the worst of that season, but they ended up finishing 11th in the Constructors' Championship. Like, this car was underpowered. I'm pretty sure that this car was supposed to be just a show car, you know? Like, it was not supposed to race. Because this team wanted to buy the Toyota F1 car that was unfinished. Toyota F1. Yeah. They wanted to buy this car from Toyota, but of course they did not have the money for it, so Toyota ended up pulling out of the deal, you know? It's a shame Toyota left, you know, the series. But yeah, they wanted to, HRT wanted to buy this team or this car, but did not have the money for it. But yeah, let me swap back over to the game screen for you guys. Like this. Like, Toyota wasted so much money. Oh, look at the rear wing of Magnussen. There's like a big piece missing. Oh, someone is between us and Magnussen. Who is that? It's going to be Verstappen? Yeah, it is indeed Verstappen and Sainz.
Good job, mate. Good job.
Like, is there a Lance Stroll edit? That's kind of surprising. Because he's not exactly a popular driver. But yeah, like, I remember Toyota spent like, I don't know, $3 billion or even more than that on Formula One. They joined in 2002, and they left in 2009, and they did not win a single race, but they spent like $2 or $3 billion on their F1 project. They started to get good, you know, but the whole thing happened in 2008 with the financial stuff, and they left in 2009. But yeah, as you did see, they made a car for 2010, but they just simply left before they had the chance to drive it. Like, I guess it's something that maybe in the collection of some collector, you know? Like, there are these people who buy ridiculously expensive cars, you know, because they are rare. Like, maybe Toyota still has that F1 car around somewhere. But yeah, I did like that HRT car. I think it's a nice color, you know, with this gray. But it was a bad car. They just got kind of lucky on one of the races. And one of the drivers finished P14. And that's why they ended up finishing P11 in the Constructors' Championship. Even though their car was the slowest. Oh, the Lance said it was the inspiration. Okay. Oh, we're so far behind Bottas. Look at that, over 30 seconds away. Of course, we had to slow down a lot because of we are letting through the leaders. But yeah, like out of the 3 new teams in 2010, none of them ended up surviving, unfortunately. Like, Manor was the longest surviving out of those 3. Like, there was Lotus, which later was renamed to Caterham. There was Virgin Racing, which was of course renamed to Marussia, and then to Manor. And then of course there was HRT, but HRT died in 2012, or after 2012. They ran out of money basically. Oh, Zhu also has some damage, that's good. Overtakes Van Dorn, yeah, it was expected. I mean, Magnussen also has damage, but of course he's in a better car. But we will try to attack at the start of the next lap, if we can stay in range. Oh, Hirakawa overtakes. We should use some deploy. If we can, to pull away, maybe we can make our way out of the DRS zone. But I think Zhu still has DRS for this lap, or for this straight. It's 8 p.m. here. Almost 8 p.m.
Blue flag.
Yeah, we are getting a lot of blue flags. And we are already 5 seconds behind Magnussen. Ay, ay, ay. Man. The race was going so well. Until Magnussen decided to fuck everything up. Of course, we will close back on him. Because, well, he also has to let through the leaders. But at least Hirakawa is pulling away from Zhu and Bottas, which is good. Maybe we could charge the battery a bit, that wouldn't be bad. Like, which brand do you buy? Like for a diecast model? Like the Burago one? because I collect, you know, these diecast cars and stuff, and I also have some Formula 1 cars. From Burago as well. Like I have the 25 not the Lewis Hamilton Ferrari, but the Charles Leclerc Ferrari from last season. I have the 23 Alfa Romeo Sauber. And I also have the 23 Red Bull. Okay, we can't really charge the battery anymore because Bottas is closing. He's in the DRS range, unfortunately. Magnussen is not that far. Choppy.
Tire status okay to run.
Like I never heard of that brand. Shop E. Never heard of it. But that has to be like a larger scale model, you know, like $50. That's a lot of money. So it has to be like a 118 scale or 125, 24. Yeah, Bottas got us.
Focus on yourself.
Well, can we get him? Maybe. No. God damn it. God fucking damn it. Oh, you will buy the last year's Alpine car. Yeah, that was a pretty good looking one. I also wanted to buy that, but I couldn't find it anywhere. Like the Burago version. Can we get him? Although I would have preferred if we overtook Bottas into turn 1. Because now he can attack back, unfortunately. Damn, $70. Holy shit, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Can we hold position? No. Doesn't even go defensive. Sometimes the AI behavior in this game is so weird. Like, he's not even defending the position. Like, what is he doing?
So let's try to do a basic cannon.
What the hell is he doing? Yeah. I mean, we can fight for P18, but unless there is maybe like a safety car or something, I don't think we can finish ahead of that. Which, you know, is still okay, because I was not expecting to be fighting the two Sauber cars. Yeah, Van Dorn letting through the others. Irakova once again overtakes Bottas into a front corner.
9-4 for me.
Yeah, like Bottas is just going to attack us into turn 1 again, and then we will keep repeating this circle or this cycle again and again and again, because he has DRS and he's right behind us. I mean, I don't know if the drivers are like married or shit like that. Although I guess most of them do have girlfriends and shit. Yeah. Same thing as last lap, he overtook us into the first corner. God damn it. God damn it. But yeah, like I also collect, you know, these diecast cars.
We can cancel liftoff.
Yeah, copy.
Like there is a collection that releases every 2 years. I mean 2 weeks. Oh, why do we overtake here? Hirakawa, come on. Because the problem is that we overtake Bottas into that corner.
Good job.
And now Bottas will attack us again into turn 1 and he will overtake us. Like it's... Oh, god damn it. Ay. Yeah, he's going to get us again. He's so close. At least Hirakawa is going defensive this time, but... Oh, actually, is he going to hold on to the position? Of course not. Bottas goes around the outside.
Stay focused.
Who is my favorite singer? Like, I don't really have a favorite singer, to be honest. Like, I just like certain types of music. But I do like a lot of different kinds of music, you know? Like rock music and shit like that. And others, but I don't really have a favorite band or a favorite... Although I do like Bones. There is an artist called Bones. And I do like his music a lot. He's like a rapper, you know? But his music is very versatile.
Good job.
Okay, enough of this. I will deploy. Try to defend the position. But yeah, if I had to say someone, then it would be Bones. He has a really good voice and really good voice. Keep deploying. Keep deploying, please. Okay. We can now go back to neutral. Central Sea. Like, I don't know these kinds of, you know, rappers. Like, is he a new one? Like, I don't know Central Sea. Oh, so Gasly is like a fan of Central Sea. Okay, we got the leaders coming up behind Verstappen and Sainz. Norris, Leclerc, Perez, Piastri. Stroll is in P10. He's in the points. Behind Hamilton. I mean, yeah, behind Hamilton. Let's deploy a bit, if we can. Oh, yellow flags. Oh, there is a spin. Maybe safety car or like a virtual safety car.
Area.
Tsunoda. Oh yeah, the same place as Albon spinning.
Idiot.
He's running P12.
The team glued to the monitors and watching their homes
Alright, see you later,
away.
Kino. Have a great sleep. See you later. Let's keep deploying to defend from Bottas. actually neutral. And Zhu is pitting, but we are so far behind with Van Dorn that, you know, like I'm kind of hoping that someone would retire so we can finish P21.
We save fuel when you can.
Copy.
But Hirakawa is doing a great race. If Magnussen doesn't crash into us, we would be even further ahead. Like maybe fighting with Gasly or Ocon. Ay, 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 ay. Oh, is he outside? No, he was not outside the DRS zone, unfortunately, but... Well... Oh, he doesn't have DRS, what? You see? He does have DRS, what is he talking about? I don't know what my engineer is talking about, you know? But we do need to start saving fuel with Hirakawa, since I underfueled both cars, just to be, you know, lighter, and have some advantage. But maybe I underfueled a bit too much. Okay, he's letting through one of the... Is it Tsunoda?
Blue flag
Yeah,
for us.
Tsunoda. Alonso pitting. I mean, there would be some positive things if we ended up, you know, retiring with Van Dorn, because I think when you retire from a race, you can change the components of your car without, you know, counting towards the maximum number of components that you can change. Oh, fantastic. Bottas is right behind us. Deploy. Like the AI lets through the other cars at the worst locations, bro. It was the worst place. Yeah, he's going to overtake us thanks to the left car, who also ended up going into the pits. Yep. Verstappen just... everything is going so bad. Okay, let's harvest a bit. Although we are still doing alright. You know, like we are ahead of Gasly, but he recently pitted, I think, right? Yeah. He's on fresh mediums. Speed up time a bit. Yeah, we can't go with Bottas anymore. Unless... Oh, yellow flags. Oh, Zhu ran wide. That's good.
Zhou Guan Yu is the focus here.
I mean, his car is damaged as well, yeah.
They slightly run off the track.
There is some damage on the
Can't do that too often
wing,
with
on
these
the end. I mean, on the rear wing. Big damage, actually. Okay, Ocon and Sargent are pitting. Bottas is right ahead of us. Okay, this would be the optimal.
We can recover it, okay?
Pit. Yeah, let's pit. Why not? Let's push a bit. Why not?
Okay, box.
Is it going to be the same with Van Dorn as well? I guess so. Magnussen is behind, but I guess he pitted. That's why he's behind. Russell in the pits.
You're doing a good job on tires. Keep doing that. You're doing a good job.
Is this the optimal? No. Only with Hirakawa is the optimal. Okay, we are not letting the McLaren through, which is good. I want to go into... Oh, never mind. I was hoping we would enter the pits without slowing down for the McLaren, but yeah, I decided to do that. Hopefully the pit stop will go well. Yeah, great stop. 2.6. Okay. Yeah, we need to keep lift and coasting, unfortunately. Kind of went crazy with the underfuel. Like you can underfuel, but you know, I'm still testing as to how much you can underfuel the car and still make it to the end, you know, without having to lift and coast too much.
Recharge off.
Okay.
I mean, we are ahead of Magnussen. Yeah, he has massive damage to the rear wing. On both sides. It's like someone took a bite out of it. Yeah, he's on fresh mediums. I mean, yeah, the chassis is damaged, which is unfortunate because we do have to replace it. Yeah, I mean, I think I have to make more spare parts for the chassis because I'm producing. I mean, I'm researching one of the chassis, but it's not going to be ready. So I think I have to emergency manufacture some parts. And yeah, Magnussen, will he go around the outside? Yeah, I think he did. I mean, we have to slow down anyway for the two Toro Rossos, but they are not Toro Rossos, but you know, they are the V-Carb. Cash App Visa Racing or whatever the fuck it's called. It has like a really stupid name. And of course, there's so many drivers. Bottas?
Fine.
I think those... Yeah, okay, he's still in the pits. But I lost so much time because I have to... Yeah.
It's okay.
I think we just lost the place. Yeah, we did lose the place to Bottas. Because all of the left cars are going to be... Oh, what the fuck happened? Why did we just stop? What was that? Okay, so not all of the front runners are ahead of Bottas. I think this is going to be Norris. No, it's Piastri. So Bottas still has to slow down, but... I don't think we can get him. I mean, he has fresh tires on, so... we cannot get him. Is he going to pull to the side? No. So Bottas isn't moving out of the way yet, at least. For now. Bro, why is he not getting a penalty for that? Like, almost throughout the entire lap he has been holding up Piastri. That should be a penalty. Like, he's still holding up Piastri. Like, how is this not a penalty? Yeah, he's not going to move out of the way. Is the game bugged or something? Yeah, like, he's literally not moving out of the way of Piastri. He's just racing him. And you can do that, but now Piastri forces his way through. Interesting. Yeah, we cannot get him. He's on the soft tires.
2.8.
I hope that we can actually make it to the end. Because... we need to do some conserving even more. Like, if all goes well, then we should be able to finish ahead of Bottas and Magnussen with Hirakawa. But we could have been ahead of, you know, of Bottas, Sargent with Van Dorn.
Your feedback on tires.
Very poor grip with this tire.
Yeah, let's pit.
Copy.
Let's put on the mediums. Because we already put on 2 sets of softs.
Box.
Box is done.
Like, I was kind of hoping for a safety car, you know, so I could pit Van Dorn under the safety car, but yeah, it did not work out that way. I mean, there can be a safety car. There is still 15 laps to go, but it's very unlikely. Leclerc is leading the race though, ahead of Verstappen by over 6 seconds. Sainz is third. So it can be a double podium for Ferrari, or maybe even a one. Although no. It cannot be a 1-2 because Sainz is almost 10 seconds behind Verstappen. That's a big gap. Norris 6.5 seconds away from Sainz. Perez P5, fastest lap. So he's going to get the extra point for that. 5 seconds away from Norris. Oh, there was a bad pit stop. Unfortunate.
Sorry.
God damn it. I mean, it doesn't matter with Van Dorn, so... he's going to finish last anyway. Piastri and Hamilton are fighting for P6. Let's watch some onboard footage. Like he will most likely try to attack in the next DRS zone as well. If he can stay in the DRS zone. Because PS3 is kind of pulling away. I mean, that should be in range for the DRS. What's the tire situation? Oh, PS3 has better tires, okay. So Hamilton... Wait. Hamilton is doing a one-stop. Okay. So that's why PS3 is so much quicker. Because Hamilton is doing a one-stop, I guess. Is there any fights? Alonso? Not that far from Russell. Stroll? Well, he's really far from Alonso. But actually, the two V-carbs are fighting. Bro, it would be fantastic if they crashed into each other or something. So I could gain some positions, you know? But I don't think that's going to happen. Like, of course, they already lapped me, so I would have to do another lap, you know, to retake my lap, if that makes sense, you know. Ricardo's attacking. Easily done. Yeah, Tsunoda is already behind. And he cannot attack back because, well, Ricardo will have the DRS, right? No. Tsunoda. Down the inside. Bro, just crash already, please. Crash, please. They are still going side by side. And Tsunoda made it. Actually, no, they are still going side by side. That's some good battle going on. Some really good fighting. No, for some reason Ricardo backed off at the exit of the corner. That was kind of strange. No, Hamilton is pitting. Oh, it looks like they slow pit stop. Yeah, he's back to P10. So he has to overtake the two Aston Martins on track. On fresh soft tires. Yeah. I mean, 7 seconds to Stroll. I don't think he can catch Alonso. Tsunoda pulled away. And Hirakawa. Okay, we can go unbalanced.
No lift off.
Okay, copy.
I mean, Gasly is kind of close to Ocon, 2 seconds. But yeah, Ricardo and Tsunoda are going at it again. Ricardo takes the position. But Tsunoda will attack. I think Ricardo will finish ahead. For P11. Oh, Verstappen in the lead. 10 laps to go, and the win is still undecided. But it's most likely going to be either Verstappen or Leclerc. What's the situation with the tires? 75. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Leclerc is not going to win this. His tire is 57%. 10 laps to go, yeah. He just doesn't have the tire to win this. I mean, maybe they can pit and try to go for the fastest lap. Well, actually, no. Because if he pits, then he's going to be, you know, around Norris, Perez and Piastri. I mean, he's still holding on to the DRS, but I would be surprised if Leclerc managed to win this race, because there is a big difference between the tires of these cars. Oh, he's going for it. Can he make it? No. Oh, he actually sent it. Holy shit. He managed to re-overtake Verstappen with a dive bomb. Oh, there is a lapped car, one of the Haas. Who is that? Magnussen? No, it's Hülkenberg, who is running P14. He's going to give DRS to Leclerc, I think. Right? Yeah. So this will help Leclerc a bit, you know, he's going to stay ahead. Verstappen will have no chance. Oi. Verstappen with the DRS. Is he going to? Is he diving? No. He just had a look but did not attack. But he will definitely attack in the next DRS zone. Is he going to make it? No. He did not dive down the inside like Leclerc did one lap before. That's some good battle for the win. It's actually an exciting end to the Grand Prix. Stroll is closing on Alonso, like the gap before was 10 seconds and now it's 8. And Hamilton isn't really closing to Stroll. And Verstappen. Is he going to go around the outside? Yep. Nice. Nice move. But Leclerc will try to attack, although Verstappen has the DRS, so I think that's going to be enough to defend here. And we are good on the fuel, so everything is in order. I was kind of worried that we will run out of fuel, you know, or something, but thankfully it's alright. Although I don't know if you can actually run out of fuel in this game. Oh, Verstappen is really far ahead. Leclerc had no chance to attack. We have 51%. Meanwhile, Verstappen is 68. That would be very impressive if Leclerc ended up pulling this off somehow. Yeah. Yeah. Verstappen is pulling away. Like, Leclerc is still in the DRS range, but... You know... You just cannot get close enough to Verstappen to actually attack. Sainz is closing, which is, I guess, not surprising. Because Verstappen and Leclerc are fighting, but I don't think he can close up quick enough to actually attack. Although he has 69% soft tires, so he can actually push and reach these guys. Yeah, Leclerc is 2 seconds away from Verstappen. He cannot keep up with him anymore, unfortunately for him. But Sainz is closing. He's definitely closing in on newer soft tires. So he might take second place from Leclerc by the end. Mm-hmm. .1. Although, yeah, okay, so that is, yeah, Hülkenberg is between them though. Hülkenberg is between Leclerc and Sainz, so this might help Leclerc a bit. Because if, you know, Hülkenberg ends up holding up Sainz just a little bit, it's going to help Leclerc. Yeah, Verstappen pulled away almost 5 seconds. So the Butler ended up dying out at the end, unfortunately. But, you know, Leclerc put up a nice fight. But holy shit, Sainz is closing so quickly. Like 2 more laps and he's going to be in range for one attack. Oh, Alonso is behind Russell. Meanwhile, all of this is happening. Alonso is behind Russell. So he might take P7 from him. The Ricciardo Tsunoda fight ended. Tsunoda is already 5 seconds behind Ricciardo. Sargent 1.4 behind Gasly. Oh yeah, Alonso is really close. He is really damn close. Yeah, he's going to attack into turn 1. Russell is blocking him, but I think Fernando will make it. Russell is still holding it though, but he backs off, yeah.
6 laps to go.
A nice fight, you know, for P7 between Alonso and Russell. Sainz is continuing to close down the gap to Leclerc, and he's going to lap the... Was that? I think that was Magnussen, yeah. Hülkenberg is still ahead. Let's push the tires a bit, why not?
We push on tires.
.7 seconds, yeah, he's going to be attacking Leclerc next lap. Oh, yellow flags. Yellow flags. What happened? Sergeant look up. Okay, that was
Now we can see
not a
what
big
happened.
incident.
Now we're through the last turn here.
He's chasing the Alpine.
The wheels just lock up there. Just
Yeah.
unable to control the car by that point.
Yeah, and he's not going to attack the Alpines anymore. Yeah, almost 4 seconds. Too ghastly. I mean, maybe Ferrari can do a driver swap, you know? Like, tell Leclerc to let Sainz ahead and see if Sainz can catch up to Verstappen, but going to be a long shot. But Sainz is obviously a lot quicker.
Last to go. I think we need to start getting a little bit quicker.
We'll push a bit on the tires. It's not like it matters, you know, because I'm so far behind and so far ahead of the other drivers that, you know, it doesn't matter. Yep, Sainz makes the move for second place. Three laps and 6 seconds. Yeah, but that's too much. That is too much. And there is also lapped cars between Sainz and Verstappen. I mean, this is Sargent. No, Albon. Yeah, it's Albon. Oh, Hirakawa locked up. That's not good.
Do your best.
Let's take a closer look. Here we are then at the 11th
Oh,
corner.
come on, bro. You're by yourself.
Very heavy on the brakes.
Oh, he
What
just
caused that, I wonder?
messed up the tire really badly. But it doesn't matter because he's so far ahead that, you know, he's 18 seconds ahead of Zhou. So, doesn't really matter. But yeah, the tire was messed up. It's down to 56%, so... Leclerc is still in range of the DRS to Sainz. Russell still behind Alonso. And there are no other battles. Maybe Hülkenberg closing in on Albon for P13. Yeah, Leclerc is keeping in the distance to Sainz to open the DRS, but obviously he cannot attack. But Sainz is closing on Verstappen, but it's just too late. It's simply too late. There is no way he can gain almost 5 seconds in just 2 laps. He's not that quick. Russell overtakes Alonso into the last corner. Alonso cannot really attack back. Yeah, he's not close enough.
3 laps to go.
Leclerc is being pushed by one of the Williams cars. Is that Albon? Yeah, Albon. Albon is quicker, but I don't think he can overtake. It's the final lap, so Sainz is not going to close 4 seconds in just one lap on Verstappen, you know, so yeah. But you know, second and third position for Ferrari. That's a good start to the season. Double podium. Norris P4. Alonso and Russell are still fighting, so this will go down to the last lap. Alonso is going to attack into the first corner if he can. He's going to the outside. And he make it? Yep, he did indeed from the outside. Nice. And Russell overtakes around the outside as well. Yeah. That's some good fighting. This is for P7, 6 points. Like Alonso has to get Russell in the next DRS zone. Because after that there is no... not enough distance. So he has to overtake here.
Over the finish line and today's winner.
And yeah, he's not close enough. And of course Verstappen wins ahead of Sainz, Leclerc, Norris, Perez. But we will look at it in a second. So this has to be like a dive bomb into the last corner or something. He's not close enough for that, yeah. Yeah. And then that is the finish line, so yeah. It's going to be Russell P7 and Alonso P8.
Checker flag.
That was a good fight. Hirakawa is still on the track. I mean, overall it was an okay-ish race. But unfortunately we lost a lot of time with Van Dorn because of the accident that we had nothing to do with. And yeah, Hirakawa is going to finish P19. Meanwhile, Van Dorn is going to finish last place, unfortunately. God damn it. Shame. Of course, we have the
Coming back to the team now.
worst
P18 finish.
car on the
Let me
grid.
assure you, no one wants to find themselves down there.
Well, Max Verstappen
And yeah, Verstappen wins
podium to his
ahead of
already
Sainz
impressive
and
record.
Leclerc.
And that's win number 1 of the season. And it's sure to provide them with a real confidence boost.
And with that,
I mean,
the drivers
Sainz
finally get
wasn't
a
that
chance to
far, you
cool
know.
off and enjoy themselves.
Like 4 seconds. Oh god, then the face for Charles Leclerc is so weird. He looks so weird.
Well, it was a bit of a mixed bag here. Some things went their way, but others didn't.
Yeah, it was a decent race for us, you know, for Nissan, for the debut. In terms of, you know, Hirakawa finishing P19.
The teams now look ahead to the next round, where they'll duel it out in the sand dunes of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's going to be the Saudi Grand Prix next, which is of course is not being held this season in 2026. But yeah, Perez takes the fastest lap and the 1 point for it. Leclerc made up 2 positions to finish on the podium. Russell made up 6. Damn. Hamilton lost 4. But he, you know, still finished in the points. But he closed to Stroll below 4 seconds. But yeah, he couldn't get close enough to actually attack. And then we have Ricciardo Tsunoda, they had a good fight. And then everyone behind them are lapped. Yeah. Like, we could actually fight with Bottas for a bit, but as you can see, his best lap time is 34.971. Although he was running the option tires at the end, you know, when the track was the best. Hirakawa P19, it's a decent start for Nissan Nismo F1 team. Zhou, Magnussen and Vandon, who, well, yeah, like, look, his best time is actually better than Hirakawa's. Like, it's such a shame. We were running ahead of Hirakawa with Van Dorn until, you know, the crash with Magnussen and Zhou. So yeah, I do have to replace the underfloor or sidepod or something, and we are of course last, but you know, hopefully this will change. Igen, még nagyon sokat kell fejleszteni az autón, mert jelenleg nekünk van a legrosszabb autónk a mezőnyben. And we also had like one slow pit stop, almost 7 seconds. But it's crazy that Bottas had like a pit stop where he lost like 20 seconds and he still managed to finish, you know, ahead of Hirakawa. Okay. Of course, the biggest issue is the car performance, but we are working on it. We got some upgrades. Morino Sato, he's the affiliate driver, of course, to our team. And yeah, we do have to replace the chassis. Like, hold on. A search log. No, not that one. I want to see. Okay, 3 days for the chassis. And 1 more day for the underfloor. Because once the chassis, you know, gets made, although it's not going to be ready in time life, I think. Calendar. Yeah, we don't really have time for that because the chassis will be ready. I mean the underfloor first. Yeah, the chassis is going to be ready 1 day before the practice sessions in Saudi Arabia. I mean, I can emergency manufacture it if I want to, but I don't see the point. You know, like, we will just have the underfloor on the car, on the new one. So, training schedule. But yeah, we are making some nice upgrades. But yeah, we are not doing well. But that's, you know, that's the point, to improve the car, you know, as the seasons go on. Although I'm really hoping that the what is the yeah, I hope that the season objective is not actually 6th, because that's, I don't think that's possible, you know. Because there is this site called F1 database. Like, it's basically a website where you can edit the save file for this game, you know. And I changed this to 10th, so the objective would be P10 in the Constructor Championship, but it doesn't say that here, so I don't know. Like, it actually, the game can be modded pretty decently, you know. Like, you can put new engines in the game. You can make a, I don't know, Porsche engine or something, but it just simply doesn't show up in the game. Like, your car will have the stats of that engine, you know, but it just doesn't show up in the game, unfortunately. But it's not like sport manager where you can have like, I don't know, 7 different engine manufacturers, you know. Like what I would do is maybe rename the Renault engine to Nissan in the future, like after like a season or 2, because you know, after all, Renault ended up closing down the F1 engine development, so it would be nice, you know, to hand over the project to Nissan, because they do work together, Nissan and Renault, in the real world. Okay. Yeah, it's going to be the Jeddah. Lap record, Lewis Hamilton. 67% chance for the safety car. But you know, I'm kind of happy about this race because we did manage to find a great setup for the drivers, you know. It's kind of a shame that you kind of have to micromanage everything, you know, all parts of the weekend, you know, the pre-practice sessions and shit like that. You have to micromanage everything to get a great setup, but you know, as drivers, like the mentality is neutral for now, but what is he unhappy with? Come on, bruh. He's unhappy with the why? But yeah, he's not a young driver, 29 years old. He's not a young driver, but he's experienced, you know. Like I'm almost certain that he did some testing for McLaren, maybe. I don't think he was the driver in the Toro Rosso in 2019 who drove one of the cars for that team in 2019 during the Japanese Grand Prix. Van Dorn. Okay, he's doing well. You know, neutral. He's positive. Also, he's not a young driver, 31 years old. But he's the more experienced driver because he did 2 seasons in Formula 1. In 2017 and 2018 he drove for McLaren. And then, well, he left F1 and he drove Mercedes cars during the testing, and he's testing for Aston Martin as well, I think, and for McLaren as well. So I think I do have a decent lineup, you know. And of course we have Marino Sato. We have a bunch of drivers. 2 years left. Of course, I don't think I will try to get sign anyone, you know. Because there is no point. I mean, he has a 73 rating, but of course Antonelli is just 17 at this point. Giovinazzi, I was also considering him, you know, because he's also like an experienced driver. He drove, I think, 2 races in 2017 for Sauber, and then he actually got the seat in 2019 when the team was renamed to Alfa Romeo. And then he was let go in 2021 from that team, and then he went on to win Le Mans, you know. So Giovinazzi is an experienced driver. Yeah, you got some very young drivers, 16 years old. He's affiliate for Alpine. Oh yeah, Alpine has a lot of affiliate drivers. Lindblad, he's driving in F1 today for V-Corp or Toro Rosso, you know. Yeah, so he cannot race in F1 until they are 17. Or, okay, so they also need to be 17 years old and complete 2 seasons in F2 or F3. That's an interesting, like, mechanic in the game, you know? Ayumu Iwasa. I was also considering him, but he's like a Honda affiliate driver, you know? So, you know, I decided not to. Carlos Sainz, of course, I think he's going to be too expensive. And although his contract is going to run out this season. I mean, yeah, this season. Leclerc. Yeah, he's not interested. Holy shit, 48 million to buy him out of his contract. He's not interested. Who are these people? Like Crystal and Michaud. Who are these people? Christian Mansell. But he can be hired, but, you know. Dennis Hauger. Ocon. His contract is also going to run out in 10 months' time. Alonso. Open to negotiation, that's kind of surprising. That's surprising. Colapinto. His contract will run out. Vesti. Russell, yeah, he's not interested. He has 2 years left with Mercedes, you know. So why would he leave? Jack Doohan. Adjar. Okay. So let me save. Oh, okay, so we will not do that. Because of course I modified the save, you know, to change the season objective to 10th place in the constructors. Okay. So it should be fine. I think the game saves on its own. So let me go to the main menu. And also let me swap to the other screen. Is it? Oh yeah, okay, it swapped. Okay. For some reason it didn't show up, or it showed up with a delay, but okay. So yeah, I mean, I think we had a positive debut. You know, it could have been a lot better, but you know, it was unfortunate with that accident with Magnussen and Zhou. It kind of made Van Dorn a there was basically not much point to complete the race with him, to be honest, because he had a damaged car. So we also lost one of the spare parts, unfortunately, but I'm developing the other chassis. So once that one is finished, we will make some of that. So yeah, tomorrow I think I will play some. I guess I should play some F1 2013 because we only have to do like 4 more races, you know, to end the 2013 season. So might as well do those 4 races in a row, you know, like tomorrow and then the day after, you know, just to end the season, because I think I will sign for Force India because previously I got an offer from them, but I didn't take it yet. But it's a safer option because, well, Williams might not give me the contract offer. So yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I see you next time. So bye bye.